You don't need to know how to code. You don't need a computer science degree. You don't need to hire a developer. And definitely, you don't need a $200,000 seed round. What if I told you right now, in 2026, a solo person sitting at a laptop with no technical background can build a fully functional app, launches it to real users, and start making money from it, all in a single weekend? That's not fantasy. That's happening every single day, thanks to a movement called No Code. Welcome to my channel Grow with 9x. In this video, I am going to give you the complete beginner's guide to No Code. What is it, how it works, what you can build with it, the best tools to start with, and exactly how to take your first step today. By the end of this video, you will have everything you need to build your first app without writing a single line of code. Let's get into it. Now, no code. So, what exactly is no code? Here's the simplest definition. No code is a way to build software using visual interfaces instead of text based programming. Think about it this way: traditional software development is like manufacturing plastic bricks from raw materials. You need to know the chemistry, the machinery, the molds. It takes years of expertise. But for no code, it's like building with Lego blocks. The bricks already exist. You just snap them together in the right order to build whatever you want. When you use a no code tool, you are actually working with pre built components, buttons, forms, databases, maps, payment systems, and you arrange them visually using drag and drop. There's a real code running underneath all of it, but you never have to see it or write it. The core concept here is called abstraction. The platform handles all the complexity, the syntax, the logic, and the infrastructure. The syntax, the logic, and the infrastructure, you just focus on what you want to build and how you want to work. This is genuinely revolutionary. For the first time in history, to create the ability to create software is no longer locked behind the years of technical training. Now, here's why this matters so much right now in 2026. There is a massive global shortage of professional software developers. Companies are desperate to dignitize their operations, build internal tools, and launch new products. But there simply are not enough engineers to go around, and hiring the ones that are available is very much expensive. We are taking six-figure salaries, months of onboarding, and no guarantee they will build what you actually need. Enter a citizen developer. A citizen developer is someone who is not a professional software engineer, a marketing manager, a small business owner, a teacher, a logistics coordinator who uses no code tools to build apps that solve their own problems. And this is accelerating digital transformation by 10 times compared to the traditional development cycles. Why? Because The person closest to the problem is now the one building the solution. The one, the no code industry is growing exponentially as enterprises adopt these tools for speed, agility. According to major analyst firms, citizen development is now a mainstream strategy at Fortune 500 companies, not just a side hobby for startups. The era of waiting 6 months for IT to build you a simple dashboard is actually over. Before we go further, I want to clear up something that confuses a lot of beginners, the difference between the no code, the low code, and the pro code. Think of this as a spectrum. No code sits at one end. It's 100% visual, drag and drop. The users are business people and beginners. You can go from idea to live product in hours or days. The trade off is that actually you are limited to what the platform supports. The low code sits in the middle. It's mostly visual, but it allows you to drop in custom scripts when you need more flexibility. It's typically used by IT professionals or developers who want to move faster without starting from scratch. Think weeks, not months. And now comes the pro code. As you know, traditional software engineering sits at the other end. Infinite flexibility, maximum power, but it's slower, more expensive, and requires years of expertise. For this video, we are focused entirely on no code because for most of the use cases you care about, launching a product, building a tool for your business, automating your workflow, no code is more than just enough. Alright, so why is no code winning right now? Three reasons, and these are the ones that actually matter. Number one, unmatched speed. In traditional development, launching a product takes months. You need to plan the architecture, hire developers, go for those sprints, do questioning and answering, fix bugs, deploy infrastructure. It's a multi month project before a single real user ever touches it. With no code, you can go from idea to live product in a weekend, not a prototype, not a mock-up. A real working product that users can sign up for and use. Number 2, drastic cost reduction. Hiring a developer to build a custom web app can easily cost $20 to $50,000 or even more. With no code tools, most of which pay as you go, starting at $20 to $50 a month. You can build the same thing for a fraction of the cost. This alone is a game changer for solo founders, freelancers, and small business. Number 3, lower risk. Because you can build and launch so quickly, you can test your ideas with real users before you have invested heavily. If nobody wants what you built, you found out in just 1 week, not after spending $80,000. And if you need to change direction, you pivot in minutes, not months. Speed, cost, risk, no code wins on all the three. Now, if you have heard of no code before, you might have also heard some of the myths that hold people back from taking it seriously. Let's just three of the biggest ones. Myth number 1, no code is only for basic websites. The instant reality. You can build complex service as a software platforms multi-sided marketplaces, internal ERP systems, and customer-facing portals with full authentication, payment processing, and data relationships. The days of no code being not just a landing page builder are actually long gone. The myth number two, it doesn't scale, but the cruel reality. Modern no code platforms like Bubble and Zeno are built to handle millions of users and massive amounts of data. Multiple venture backed startups have scaled over past $1 million in annual recurring revenue running entirely on no code infrastructure. Myth number three, you don't own your data. But reality, most professional no code tools give you full data export, the ability to connect external databases, and clear terms around data ownership. This was a concern 5 years ago. It's mostly a non issue today if you choose your platform carefully. Yes, you have to choose your platform very carefully in which you will build your work. Okay, so what you actually build? Let me give you four categories: websites and portals, dynamic database connected sites like job boards, real estate listing platforms, membership communities, client portals. Tools like Webflow and Primer are best in class here. Mobile apps, uh, native filling iOS and Android apps, delivery trackers, fitness apps, marketplace apps, event management tools, Glide and Bubble are the go-to platforms. Internal tools, this is hugely underrated. Custom CRMs built specially for your business, inventory dashboards, employee onboarding systems, approval workflows, software and Zeno shine here. Automations. This one might be the one most powerful category. Now, you can connect over 1000 apps to trigger automatic actions. For example, when a new lead fills out my Facebook form, automatically send them a welcome SMS, add them to my email list, and create a row in my CRM. Tools like Zapier and make this possible without a single line of code. Let's talk tools. Here's the no code stack I would recommend to beginners in 2026, broken down by category. For app builders, start with software if you want to the fastest path to a working product. Move to Glide if your app is data driven. Graduate to Bubble when you need the most customization and power. For websites, Primer if design is your top priority. Webflow for professional client grade sites. Wix Studio if you want the most beginner friendly option. For automations, Zapier is the industry standard. If you want one tool to learn Zapier. Make, formerly into Gromet, is better for complex multi-step logic. For databases and backends, Airtable is visual, intuitive, and great for beginners. Zeno is the scalable backend for when your product starts growing. You don't need all of this. Just pick one from each category as you grow. Most people start with just software or Glide plus Zapier, and that's it. That's more than just enough to launch. Now, let me give you two real examples so that this stops feeling just abstract. Example 1, a solo founder, no technical background, built software as a service product using Bubble. It took him around 6 weeks from idea to launch, not 6 months. Yes, 6 weeks. The product now generates $5,000 a month in recurring revenue. He never hired a developer, he never wrote a line of code. The example 2, a logistics company was spreading hundreds of hours a week on manual fleet tracking, updating spreadsheets, making phone calls, cross referencing data. They built an internal tracking dashboard using Glide, connected to Airtable, automated with Zapier. The result, they saved 200 hours a week in professional overhead. This takeaway here is clear. You do not need a large budget. You do not need a technical team. You do not need to wait. With the right no code stack, you can launch and compete just right now. Now, here where things get really exciting, and honestly, we are headed in 2026 and beyond. AI is now building the no code apps for you. We are actually entering what some people calling the era of vibe coding, where you describe what you want in plain English and an AI generates the entire app structure for you. You say, build me a CRM for a real estate agency with lead tracking and automated follow ups, and the AI builds the skeleton of that app in just seconds. Beyond that, your no code apps can now be powered by AI agents, autonomous systems that can think and act without you. Using large language models like GPT and others, your app can read incoming emails, classify them, respond appropriately, update your databases, and trigger follow-up workflows, all without any human input. The combination of no code plus AI means the barrier to entry has effectively dropped to zero. You no longer need to know how to build. You just need to know what you want to build. So, how do you actually start? Here's your three-step roadmap. Step 1, identify a problem. This is the most important step and most beginners skip it. Don't just open Bubble and start clicking around with no direction. Finding a real problem first in your own life, in your job, in your business. What process do you manually every week that tedious? What app you have always wished, excited? Start there. Step 2, pick one tool. Don't try to learn everything at once. Pick one tool and commit to it. If you are brand new, start with software or Glide that I can recommend. You can go from zero to a working product in a day. Resist the temptation to switch platforms every time you hit a wall. The wall is where the learning happens. And the step 3, build in public. Join communities like 100 Days of No Code. It's free, it's active, and the feedback you will get from real builders is invaluable. Share what you are working on, ask questions, document your progress. Building in public keeps you accountable and starts building your audience. That's it. These three steps, no more excuses. No code is not just a trend, it's a career defining skill for the next decade. The companies and the individuals who learn to move fast, who learn to build, test, and ship without waiting for a developer are going to have enormous advantage over everyone else. You have just taken the first step by watching this video. Now I want you to know What is the one app you have always wanted to build? Drop it in the comments below. I read every single one and your answer might just inspire the next video on this channel. If you found this valuable, hit subscribe. I post deep dives into no-code tools every week on Go with 9x. And please check the description. I have linked a free no-code starter kit with tool recommendations, templates, and a beginner project guide to help you take that first step. I will see you in the next one. Thank you.